So in the context of our third principle, principle 3, people, and we know that you don't build a business, you build people, and people build a business. I often get asked, what are the characteristics you look for or you recommend when hiring people to support you in executing your vision? So there are 3 overarching characteristics that I encourage people to look for in every potential new hire. First, of course, is their ability to do the job. You want to find someone who understands your vision, what you're trying to achieve, and has a demonstrable track record, can show you evidence where they've actually done that before. So, in the context of building a house, I'm building a new house, I don't want somebody to put slates on the roof where this is their first job. I want to know that they've done this for the last 5 years, 10 years. It's just bread and butter to them. They know exactly what needs to be done and they're just going to get on with doing it. So this is their ability, typically captured in their CV. It'll be their technical competence and their case study reference, their examples that they can provide of where they've actually done the job before. So that's their ability. Then we move on to something a little bit more controversial, which is likability. So why should we like the people that we hire? Well, ultimately, there is a good chance that actually you're going to put these people in front of your customers. If you don't like the people that you're actually hiring in, if they don't chime with you, if they don't resonate with you, if they're not aligned to your values, then why would you hire them just because they have the ability and then put them in front of your customers? Why do you assume that actually your customers are going to like them if you don't like them in the first place? And we know that people buy from people. So likability, I always think of this in what we term the windshield test. So what's the windshield test? I live in the north of Ireland. It's about 5 hours to Cork. In a previous role, we used to talk about putting this new hire in the front seat of the car as a passenger with you whilst you journey to Cork. At the end of that 5-hour drive, would you find, or would you have found that actually the journey passed in no time? You're checking, I can't believe we're here already, because the conversation just flowed. You really hit it off together. Or are you tearing your hair out by the time you arrive in Cork because the 5-hour journey was so painful? You simply didn't like this person. So the windshield test is something that I would encourage you to look out for in terms of the test for new hires. Likability. And the third characteristic that we invite those who are hiring new people in the context of supporting their scaling journey is drive. So this is about their hunger, their motivation, their intrinsic desire to actually just get up and go. They have that natural initiative. They don't need to be told what to do or how to do it. They just get on with it. This is something that you can test for by actually inviting the person in for a tryout, if that's practical. And I would always encourage a tryout beforehand. So in previous roles, we have invited people to take a couple of days off from their annual leave with the previous employer. We would pay them for an assignment, test them for 2, 3, 4, 5 days in some instances on the actual role that we want them to carry out, and ultimately conduct a tryout in terms of assessing their natural drive, their natural initiative, their own intrinsic motivation. So 3 things: ability, likability, and drive that you should look for when you are building out your people to support your vision for the future.